And welcome to part 2, or welcome back if you're in part 1. If you're in there or out there. I'm seeing viewers but not chat so far, so I'm guessing both Start and Evan David have made it back in from the end of the previous part, but I won't kick off an Abba song battle quite yet, just in case they are not. Well, that's one in for sure. And speaking of Song Wars battles duels, I completely forgot to do the results of the Love and Spoonful one. Do we happen to know, gents, whether Jug Band Music or Power got more votes or all the votes? Because I can't go back in time and check. So, yeah. All right. Well, in that case, I will do a much better job, probably, of making sure that we actually end the poll. It's 50-50. Okay, so I'm going to give Power the win. That is the final call, and nobody can change my mind. But let's see what we make of some Abba music-y goodness. For those joining us for the first time in any format, we're doing songs with power or music, or possibly both in their titles, or if not, then from the album Power in the Music by the Guess Who, and we'll have another tune from them coming up very soon after this bit of Abba goodness. So let's head to Sweden for Dance While the Music Still Goes On. And this will be going up against I Let the Music Speak. So we're going from Waterloo in 73, 74, right up to the Visitors in later than that. Oh, for a second I thought I hadn't unmuted it, but I had. I'm not a fool. Hey.
Baby, give me one more dance while the music still goes on. Don't think about tomorrow.
Oh wow. I've never heard an Abba song with Bjorn doing more than a bit of backing vocals, really. But this is interesting. Now, come on, Bostart, I know you're just teasing me there, but does your mother know is a Gordon Lightfoot song, and Bjorn does not sing lead vocals on it? So an album track that was included on Abba's first Greatest Hits album in '76, by which point they would have had a fair few hits already, but am I right in thinking that that had a fairly generous track list, like 14 songs or something like that? I could be way off again. As you might be able to tell, I'm not an Abba aficionado. Oh, it was actually ahead of Bjorn on these. Wow. Interesting. Did Benny ever sing anything?
Goes on, and let it be our last goodbye.
Well, I like that one. Is Spotify going to continue to be nice to us? It's been nice all night long. Yes, it is. So, smack to back, or back to back, I let the music speak. Why don't I talk all over the music? Because I'm terrible.
I'm hearing images, I'm seeing songs no poet has ever painted. Voices
Well, Benny only ever got one song to himself.
to my heart, so strange, yet we're
I'm trying to think of other band members who got one lead vocal and nothing else. Don Felder from the Eagles had Visions on one of these nights, and then famously wanted to sing Victim of Love on Hotel California, but got taken out to dinner by Irving Azoff while Don Henley recorded it instead. I'm sure there are other examples as well, but that's just one that sprang to mind for me. Good morning, Alan. Welcome to your Saturday. And Alan, we're in the middle of a song war. Get the terminology right. Both Abba tunes, but you've missed Dance even while the music is playing. I'm making up these titles. While the music still goes on, that's the one. Versus this one, I let the music speak, because we are doing songs with either power or music in the title. So on that note, if you can come up with a power or music-y song that you want us to spin, then let me know, and I'm sure we can get that, or indeed them, added into the list. Also hearing tracks from Power in the Music by the Guess Who, which we will hear from very shortly. Actually, my favourite track from that album. I have a feeling that Peter Criss did sing the odd song in the Kiss catalogue, but again, not something I'm an expert on, Evan David. This one's also good, but I think I preferred the first. But it's not up to me to decide, of course. If I just put dance and speak in the poll, you'll know what songs are which, won't you, gents? Because that's what I'm going to do, because I'm lazy. So, We've got about a minute left of the song, but I think most of you will know which one you're going to go for. So we'll start that now. And even though Alan wasn't here to hear the first song, we might get an actual winner. Who knows? Okay, Benny did a solo instrumental album, Piano, which also features some of his tunes from musicals. See, I have seen Chess, but I couldn't name you another musical that they worked on. Speaking of Chess, what is that song that's so amazing in that? Pity the Child. Yes. All right. Well, that was Abba. And you can vote in the poll right now, as you are indeed doing. So we are heading back to the final Guess Who album with Burton Cummings in tow from 75, Power in the Music. And he is not keen on this album at all, but he says there's a couple of things on the album that I really like. Dreams, that's one of my favourite songs ever. And it's kind of a song in two parts. You get the first part that has Dominic Troiano, a riff that he did. And yeah, Burton says, Dominic played me that beautiful guitar riff. It went on for so long, and I had to find a line that went with that. And once I found the first one, the rest came quickly. So there's some really, really long bursts of lyrics in this. Hey, River, welcome. And then the second half, it goes all really, really beautiful. That's all I can say. Interestingly, Ralph Chapman, who compiles all of the liner notes for these reissues, he goes even further and says, every great band has a track that should have been a monster, but somehow never made it into the public consciousness. Led Zepp has 10 Years Gone. The Who has How Many Friends. Genesis has The Chamber of 32 Doors. With the Guess Who, that track is unquestionably Dreams. So with that build up, let's see what you lot think. And I hope you like it. If you don't, that's fine. Well, River, that is a good question. It's pretty open. I mean, I've been going by songs that had that word in the title, but it can be, well, anything you like, really. Such as Alan's suggestion, War Pigs by Faith No More. Why not? I'll throw that in the list.
I was raised on Cain in the name of the father and the mother and the brother and the other who was never even round. On a windswept coast with the black night falling, I was heard to be calling that my...
And yeah, Evan David, Chess was indeed where One Night in Bangkok originated from, with Murray Head, Anthony Head's... Ooh. Who's the older brother? I don't actually know. Anthony Head's brother of greater or lesser age. Yeah, I was going to say, Alan, as well, that if people just want Aussie/Sabbath tunes, then I've no argument against doing that. So I had set the thing before the events of the week happened. So Touched by Stan Bush. Now that's too much of a stretch, Evan David. No. If we have time, we will fit that in as well. I mean, by that token, you could say that anything qualifies under music. So, but yeah, I'm not a stickler for defining themes too narrowly. It looks like we've got a result in the vote. Quite a convincing win for I Let the Music Speak. So that is the winner of the ABBA song War.
Saw you, saw me, run quickly now, run and hide away, run and hide today.
And as I said, that was basically part one of the song, and here is essentially part 2. DC Sound Attack from Clutch. Well, that will be different to anything else we've had tonight, River, which is why we like having you around.
So quickly, disappear like sunlight in the evening, and they may not ever be explained. Seems like they come and go so quickly, disappearing in the air like a feather wing, and they may not ever be explained.
Oh, well, Ozzy is one of those guys who just, even if you're not a fan of the music, which I'm not particularly, he's just such a character that he's influenced so many people. So I wasn't at all surprised by the outpouring of grief, whether from fans or other musos. And yeah, as you point out, I haven't actually checked this week's chart, but I'm not surprised at all to see Paranoid back in the top 40 again. I actually had Music of the Night on my Spotify list the other day, but I almost kicked us off with that. So I did not, as you know. Alrighty, well that was Dreams from the Guess Who. You might know some other songs called Dreams, but that's my favourite from that album. Probably there's quite a few good songs called Dreams, to be fair. We could have a discussion about that another time, but let's do a bit of an Aussie tribute via Faith No More's cover of War Pigs. Thanks to Alan for suggesting this one. Let's hear it. This is a nice hefty version as well, coming in just under 8 minutes, so I can chill for a little longer. Since we have a few more people in, we've already done a part 1, so this is part 2, as you can already see, so we'll go as long as we can until we get taken down, probably, unless that's a stupidly long time. But we won't go into a third part, whatever happens. I wasn't really sure, because it really is the case on YouTube that if you go away for a tiny while, kind of starting from scratch, I wasn't sure who would be in, if anybody, this week, so nice to see you all, especially both Start and Ever David, who've been with me all night long, but Reverend Alan and you others who are lurking, I can see you. Good to have you as well. So, from this point on, I should be fairly regular most weeks for the next few months. When we get to November and December, probably a lot less so. But already know what I'm doing next week, which I'll tell you a little bit later. But, yeah, as I was telling the lads earlier, I was, after the last stream I did, I came down with COVID very badly, and annoyingly, it was at the point where I was trying, or about to start, learning this, which is a 100-page film script. Well, no, I exaggerate, it's a 97-page film script, of which I'm on 95 of those pages. And I was in Scotland last week filming that, and yes, we did do an entire feature film in 1 week, which was crazy, but we've done it. So you can look forward to that coming out in the next 5 years or so, probably. But yeah, that's another reason why the channel kind of had to come to a bit of a fizzle for a little while. But I'm back from being a film star and back on YouTube. Hurrah! Yeah, Evan David, I will fit that in if we possibly can. It's again very different from the other things that we have heard tonight. Oh, you're doing Edward II poster. Fantastic. Don't tell me hubby or he'll be coming to see it, because he sees just about every production of that play that he possibly can. Although of course we're just seeing, not to put any pressure on him, of course the one of the best versions ever at the RSC a few months back with up in Stratford. I've seen some bad versions over the years as well. Well, that should be fun. Are you in rehearsals already, or is that still to come? Okay, so about a month before you're doing that, and then early October. Okay, great. Hope that goes extremely well. Well, yes, Evan David, his end was very sticky indeed. But I'm sure he enjoyed it. For those who don't know their history or their 16th century plays, what could you explain? And speaking of War Pigs, as Bostup points out, Sabbath's second album was originally meant to be called War Pigs, and the album cover art reflects that, but of course was changed to Paranoid at the last minute when they added that track at the last minute. But the cover art changes not, to use the parlance of Marlon. And speaking of Marlowe, I'm still very keen to see Born with Teeth with Shooty and Edward Boomal playing Shakespeare and Marlowe, but I don't know if I'm going to get to it or not, or if I've already missed it. I really am. I was away for a week and it feels like I've been gone for about 6 years, so I'm all befuddled, even more so than usual. Giant's another one that's been on my wish list, but probably won't be fulfilled. How was that, those times? All right. Thanks to Alan for that. And yeah, I didn't think Spotify would give us another tune, but we'll be back over for some clutch action very shortly. Oh wow, Alan's just saying that it blows him away that Mike Patton was only 19 or 20 when he recorded that album. Yeah, I'd be blown away by that too if I'd known it. So let's have possibly our last track from tonight's featured album, which is Power in the Music from the Guess Who. This is another one that Burton actually quite liked, which is not a long list of songs from this album that he actually has too much nice to say about. So it's kind of a knocked out song. It was the first song recorded for the album and written very, very quickly, but it came out all right, and it comes out sounding like this. Well, there's a lot of songs that remind you of songs for Hamlet, Evan Dave. I remember you saying that Kingdom of Madness from Magnum does the same for you. Is there a Hamlet musical? Could you do a top 10 of songs that might be in a Hamlet musical? That's a challenge for you.
Saying it's a lot, but I hope that it's enough to teach you. Try to hang on to what you got. I want to say.
Oh, Bo Start's been keeping up with the stats all night, so it's now a dead tie between music and power tracks. Although we're starting to muddy the waters somewhat, so I'll leave it to him to decide how that tallies in with the overall results. Crazy women make a fool of me. Reckless women seem so cruel to me. And painted women acting cruel to me. But without a no, I have been very slack on the theatre going front this year and in the last couple of years, to be fair. So I should try a little bit harder to get to some of these things. I'm only saying what I mean, and I'm backing it up, 'cause I've already been there, son. There's a feeling it's coming to its last days as well, Bo Start, so you probably got them just in time. Alrighty. Yeah, another good fun track from a decent but not spectacular album. But like I say, I like all the Guess Who albums, but they never really made a top to bottom classic because they were knocking them out every 6 months. Yeah, how can you do that? I don't know. The Beatles managed, but not many other people did. Anywho, let us get back to Spotify for River's suggestion, which is what Power suggested to him is Clutch with DC Sound Attack. Let's hear it. just going to start a quick little poll for you guys to choose the next song from my list, both of which were on my little list of possibilities on the thumbnail. So your choices are This Is Music from the Verve or Power to the People from John Lennon. So power to the people indeed. The choice will be yours. Can't Stop the Music by the Village People. Well, I will make no promises, but if we have time, then yeah, why not? Evan David, you'll be seeing the new Superman movie. I mean, I'm sure I'm not alone in saying I had no idea you had any interest in Superman. I jest, of course. Bostart, that was Music is Power, which again is on my Spotify list. I have Illusion of Power up there as well from Black Sabbath, but of course it's not an Aussie era Black Sabbath song, so it's probably pointless having it there, but you never know. Also, River's seen Superman and gives it a rave review. That's good. I heard that, sort of heard mixed reports on the new film, but I mean, I'm not really a superhero kind of guy. I mean, I am. Ooh. You can't give yourselves your own nickname. Tell me what my superpower / superhero name would be, and I'll claim it as my new nickname, because I've not got enough of those already. Reactor Man. Is that like a nuclear reactor, Bostart? Maybe not. Looking like we might actually tie on the tune, so if we do that, well, I guess I'll just play both. Because they're not super long, either of them. But if someone comes in super quickly, then you can break the tie. And just to give you a bit longer to do that, since Spotify has really been kind and letting us play songs back to back tonight, let's roll right into Can't Stop the Music from the Village People. Clutch to the Village People. Why wouldn't you have that as a natural segue?
Nobody can stop the music.
Alan, this seems quite outside the stuff that you usually suggest. Is this a... I mean, I don't use this phrase myself, but would you call this a guilty pleasure? I mean, if you like something, you shouldn't feel guilty about it, unless it's underage girls, obviously. Yes, let's laugh about paedophilia. I am having a night of it, aren't I? Yeah. This is what happens when you take a week or two off. If anybody has popped in and can vote in the poll and give us a winner, now's your last chance, because otherwise we will hear both songs whether we like it or not. The only thing that can stop us is YouTube. But so far it's, fingers crossed, looking okay for a bit longer. And I have noticed with Sean lately that he's had some streams go down very, very quickly, so no guarantees. Alrighty. Thank you to Alan for taking us back to them days. And, well, poll is ending on a tie. You wanted to hear both of them, so let's hear the first one of these, which is The Verve. This is music from Northern Soul, the album before Urban Hymns, of course. Yeah, I often talk before I think, don't I? And I was thinking it's not worth putting out into the ether, because they might be listening. You know that they do, don't you? Obviously, of course, this is an educational stream because we're learning chart facts. We've been learning all about the Guess Who tonight. We've been learning all about all sorts of things, as we do every week, because you guys know a lot. I mean, I know a fair amount, but you fill in a lot of those gaps that I've got, which are many. So the first top 40 hit both start. Can you tell me where it peaked? I'm sure you can. I mean, I have to admit, growing up in NZ in the 90s, I heard Bittersweet Symphony an awful lot and didn't hear another song by them until I got over here. $35, okay. So I'll get to that in 10 years' time. Can I think of any other songs that reached number 35? I'm sure I can. Think of albums that reached 35. Got lots of 34s. Not off the top of my head. Oh really? Most time. 3 big hits from Urban Hymns, A Little to Warm Me to the Verve. The others, of course, being Drugs Don't Work and Lucky Man. Not to be confused with the Marillion song, the same name. Maybe I'd have been the same if I'd heard them an awful lot, but I do like all of those songs, I have to say. The album as a whole is like 90s albums are. A bit long, but pretty damn decent. Right, I'll roll straight into, well, not quite straight into, we're going to skip a Mr. track first, which will take all of a second, and then we'll go straight into the other song that you were voting between, which is this one. I don't know if you guys have seen on the Spotify bar that all the talk of being stopped, they'd randomly gone into Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now by Starship, but that's irrelevant to our night. We will turn to the songbook of Andrew Lloyd Webber after this for some music of the night, all going well. Oh no, Yoko's not on this track, Boatstar? I'm devastated. Got Horace Troy and Madeline Bell instead. Along with, Klaus Warman on bass, Bobby Keys on sax, and the great Jim Gordon on drums. I say great. Great schizophrenic / murderer. It wasn't his fault, probably. I can't actually remember what track it was the other day, but I was listening to this album earlier, which is by House Froberg's Musical Companion from last year, and one of the tracks mentioned Superman in it. I have a feeling it's not going to have made your list, but just so you know, there's plenty more out there if you want to do a part 2. All right, I'll come to what you're talking about in a second, Boatstar, because that's quite interesting. But we will, while we're talking about that, we'll head back to Spotify for everybody's favourite show tune dude, Mr. Andrew Lloyd Webber, with Frank Spencer himself, Michael Crawford, for the music of the night. Oh yeah, and Spotify have indeed detected copyright material, so who knows how long we'll go. We won't go too long after this in any case. But yeah, both start saying that there was a short period in '71 when all 4 of the Beatles were in the top 40 as solo artists. Power to the People being John's entry, along with Another Day from Paul, My Sweet Lord from George, and It Don't Come Easy from Ringo. But recently, I saw somebody suspecting that was kind of manufactured, and I think, was it maybe Ringo's tune was just in there at number 40 or something like that, just so that feat would happen. Maybe it's a conspiracy theory, I don't know. But it's not as if charts weren't manipulated one way or the other in the 70s, that's for sure. I'm not sure on Boatstar if he sang this song originally, but have a feeling there was a single released with Sarah Brightman and Steve Harley of Courtney Rebel, who was later surprised to be usurped by Michael Crawford in the role when it became big. But these things happen, as we know.
Let your spirit start to soar, and you'll live as you've never lived before. Softly, deftly, music shall surround. In around you, open up your mind, let your fantasies unwind.
Ah, it was the title track. Okay, I think it was probably just the one song, Evan David. Although, as ever, I could be wrong.
The darkness of the music of the
Well, we've certainly been all over the map musically tonight, haven't we? And we will likely do something similar next week, because this album came out today. Brand new from the K's, their second album. Debut was only last year. This is Pretty on the Internet. So we will be doing songs from here and songs about being pretty or perhaps beautiful. So that's something to look forward to. And then the week after that, we'll probably just do a general anything goes kind of thing. And then, well, I haven't planned beyond that, but after that, we'll do some other things. I've had one listen to this so far, and it is probably going to be my album of the year. Probably. Yeah, I don't know if you can quite see. You probably have, Evan David, but it's an eye, but it's lips with a webcam in the middle of it, making up that eye. It's pretty cool. And you can get this in many colours and many different variants. This is the only copy that's arrived, but we've got about another 10 coming between us, me and hubby. They were making a big push to hopefully get to number one. We shall find out in a week's time if they manage it. And Bosta, did you, if we're allowed to, would you like to play that Richard Ashcroft solo tune, Music is Power? Well, basically what's going to happen is, if Spotify goes right into it, then we'll hear it. And if it doesn't, then we won't. That's how I'm going to call it. There's still... Wow. I was about to say there's still 30 seconds left, and it felt like we were coming to the end. But we've got a bit of Dr. Fives organy vibes going on at the end there. This probably didn't catch those who know this soundtrack by surprise as it did me. Or maybe it did.
Looking for the right uni for your young adult? You've got one eye on what subject they want to study.
Right. So that's Spotify saying nah, apparently. But what we will do is look, we didn't play Toto earlier. Magnum don't actually have a power or a music song, believe it or not. But you know who does? Yeah, Marillion. So let's have some power from them, from Sounds That Can't Be Made in 2012.
You carry me around.
Yeah, thanks, Mozart. That's for the Beatle Top 40 Facts, because obviously what I had seen in a Facebook group was way off the mark. What a surprise and a shock that people on the internet would be talking utter rubbish.
As you swing down the street,
Speaking of the Beatles, I have recorded the next episode in the Songs That Reached 25 series, and with a Wings tune that I had not heard before, so that will be up on the channel on Monday. And all going well, the Fleetwood Mac celebration should be up on Wednesday, assuming recording goes ahead tomorrow as currently planned. And then beyond that, who knows? This is a rare example of a relatively recent Marillion song that actually has a proper song structure to it and a real chorus and everything. Highly unusual at this point in their career, and I like it.
Or some kind of incompleteness, 'cause round about now I can feel it tingle, tangling.
So once we're done with the Marillion Boys, we will try and fit that Richard Ashcroft song in and see how we go, and we'll wrap it up at that point, regardless of what YouTube decides to do to us. Obviously, if we go down during either of those, then it will be the end of everything. But as per the credits behind me, the moment has been prepared for. As in, we'll probably, well, so we probably won't go to bed knowing us a lot, will we? Yeah, Bostart, and it's also good timing with the news of the Buckingham Nicks reissue coming out, so we can talk about that in the course of the episode. Whether that influences your favourite track being selected, I cannot say, because it's random and there's so many possibilities and they're all good. So we will all have to wait and see. Alan, I haven't seen the South Park episode in I don't know how many years, but I've heard about the most recent one, and wowza, probably is as good a description as you can get. I see that they've apologised to Trump for it. So you still do the Saturday morning cartoons, do you, Alan? Bostart, their apology was very much tongue-in-cheek. And I'm sure it was just done to get them even more headlines and trump even more negative publicity. Nice work. Yeah, that was the single from the first Marillion album released since I arrived in the UK, so that was a special time. Saw them in Cardiff and Sheffield and of course London on that particular tour, and met a lot of lovely other fans who, for a few years at least, I bumped into a lot all over the world. Righty, as promised, we will try and squeeze in one more tune, which is this one from Richard Ashcroft, which I do not know at all. I just saw that it had music and power in the title and thought, well, that fits the theme. So let's end with Music is Power from his Keys to the World album from 2006. And that's literally all I can tell you about the song.
Music is power.
Except that apparently it's our second appearance of Curtis Mayfield in the night. This was written by Curtis and Richard. I'm guessing this was not actually a collaboration between them, but if you've got more on that, do let me know.
Now you've decided. Do you live till you die? These are wild, wild, wild days we live in. Yes, I know.
Well, that's allowed, Ellen. Anything you missed should be on catch-up. I'm not quite sure when. Usually takes a little while for it to come back after a stream. But they should both be up Saturday afternoon our time, so can't do the maths as to when that is for you. Alright, stats from Bostart. Music and Power in the Night on 11 all. And obviously we had tracks that didn't quite fit into either category. The music tonight spans 1966 to 2025. And 5 songs were from the 21st century. So, yeah. I should probably be using this as a cut down thing for a Spotify short. Spotify short? YouTube short. Let's do that now. So folks, if you join me for a live stream, you can get things like this. Themes like Music and Power, where we listen to music spanning from 1966 to 2025. All genres, all decades, great entertainment. Yeah, I'm not a natural salesman, am I? Yeah, Bostart. The Guess Who tracks either count as neither or both, so it doesn't really make any difference to the total. Well, this is a good song. I really should listen to some more solo Richard. I know hubby has his big solo debut kicking about the place somewhere. Interesting, this is from 2006, but it's only a 10-song album running about 45 minutes, so he was ahead of the curve in going back to a proper vinyl length album way before the vinyl revival made it the in thing to do again. Thank God. Well, thanks to me for putting that on the list in the first place, and thanks to Bostart for spotting it and mentioning it earlier on, so that it did get played, and finishes up our power and music night. Which means I can actually take these off. Oh, that's better. Makes my ears sore after too long. I know I complain about everything, don't I? Anyway, thank you, Bostart and Evan David and Alan and River and anyone else who's been in and out. Some people voted in polls without saying hello. That's allowed. And other people were in and out lurking, whether for a minute or an hour. Glad to have you all, and we will see you next week for probably the same day and the same time, but as ever, I'll keep you posted on that depending on what happens to me in the meantime, and we'll be back with the K's next week and lots of pretty and beautiful songs. So until then, it is, of course, bye for now, but not for long.